The Tangent Egg podcast is aimed at a mature audience. It contains themes that are not appropriate for all listeners. It's important to note that we are not experts. We routinely have no idea what we're talking about and are just three idiots sitting around a table. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Tangent Egg podcast. I'm Seth, and with me is Swoosh. And
Hi.
at goddamn last, John Doe is back.
Yay!
The inevitable return of the Great White Dope. Yes.
We have missed your sultry tones, sir.
Yes, a month without you showed us how much we suck without you, because, man, we had to muddle through
It's just
four
angry
episodes without
agreeing with us in the corner, like, we are both on the same side! Why are we yelling?
you. It kind of was.
Yeah.
Yeah, night shift sucks, particularly when they start changing your days off and what hours you're doing. It's an absolute bugger, but I am fucking thrilled to be back. Yes.
So, before we get started with this episode, I'll just throw it out to you. Is there anything you want to talk about from the last month that you haven't been here?
If I could remember what I said for the last book, I'd probably reiterate what I meant by some of that. But I honestly can't remember what I said unless I actually look up what I fucking wrote.
Mostly that you liked it, that there was some plot hole... Well, not plot holing, but like... You know, stuff like they didn't ask Trent questions and...
Yeah.
Didn't value him enough and then sent him away while they were punishing the girl for not being near him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that entire thing, they knew how important it was. He's an extremely unique thing that's never happened before. They knew that, like, why risk breaking that fucking bond to potentially connecting with someone else when they've already got the bond on someone who has strong ties to the fucking kingdom?
I think the
Why
problem
risk
they were
it?
looking... If I had to guess... And I'm giving some credit here. It's like, I think the thing they were going for is they weren't sure they were gonna be able to fix it. So they were sort of hedging two bets. While they got the girl to figure out that it was a problem and could still send her out to meet him, they were trying to get him on side so that if he did break, he would at least be somewhat favorable.
Yeah,
to them.
I think it was also like she was an adventurer, so she wasn't exactly like around, well, not going to be around forever. So they wanted like, we'll just tie him to this general, it'll be fine. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a problem. Yeah. And they were definitely a mole to start with as well, because like in that first point where he's doing the running around the castle, and she's like, "How dare my brother summon me?" He's like, A, you are lower on the echelon pole than him, and B, he runs the fucking guard. You hustle there, and you hustle there quick. There's no back chat here. Yeah. She's the kind of chick who would complain about getting a car because it's not the colour she wanted. Guaranteed.
Look, I think part of it, like, long-term wise, is they wanted Trent to be free. So they essentially engineered a situation so that he could be summoned. They could use the summoning system to explain why he exists, and then snap him off and let him go do his other things for the rest of the books.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I actually think it kind of works because at the start he defines everything in the terms of him being a summon until other things get revealed across the book series.
Yeah.
Sure. Not gonna argue with that.
Tends to happen with the first book in a series, I find. Like, it's like we're going this direction, then they get halfway through, it's like, different direction. Yeah.
Particularly if you've read the other 3 books in that series that are out right now, where it's like, oh, yeah, you just wanted to write a story about Trank. And it's a really good story, highly recommend, but, like... Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
Oh, yeah. It goes a very different way after those first few chapters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I wanted to open the floor up to you, because it's like,
Yeah.
I verbatim read what you wanted us to read. I didn't want to adulterate your opinion. Well, you'll be around for next month's book review, so, which is going to be next week. So,
I believe so. Yeah.
Well, let's get on to this week's topics. First
Shenanigans.
up, which is something I cannot believe I'm about to say is happening, although as far as I can tell, it's only happening in Spain.
It's a weird testing ground, but
I know, right?
for now, it'll expand
Like,
if it does well.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. So, basically what's happened is Riot Games, who runs League of Legends and Valorant, they sell a currency called RP, or Riot Points, which is fakey money to buy skins with. It's also a currency you can theoretically earn, but you know what earning currency in these sort of games is like. You're
Kill
gonna
these
end up buying
1,200 boars for $3.
Wow, that's doable, man. What are you talking about? Try 10,000 boars. So essentially, this is their fake currency, and they've just started launching a program where you can pay. You can pay over 3, 6, 9, or 12 months the money you need to pay for your Riot points. So
I swear to God,
you can
if
essentially defer payment for fakey money to buy skins with.
I swear to God, we're getting to a point where people are going to be in debt to video game companies, and we're going to get that fucking what was the movie Ready Player One, where they had all those guys just in the cubicles reading through games for them. That's
IO
what we'll end up
guys.
with. Yeah, that's true. Oh God, if that was the way QA testing was done, I would actually understand why so many games are shit at this point. Oh yeah. Yay!
I mean, why do your microtransactions need a payment plan?
That's when you know, like, they don't care anymore. Yeah, it's like nanotransactions. That's just a transaction. At this point, they need to bite the bullet and just pay for a bunch of ad space on, like, late night free-to-air TV. Like, because that's what this is where it belongs. Oh, fuck yeah.
I haven't been able to find anything that gives terms and conditions for it. I don't know. But they're not.
The terms
gonna
and conditions
play.
are, we own you now.
Well, I mean, like, the whole fakey money system is designed to exploit people and their inability to understand how, like, I'm not going to pretend I'm immune to this sort of thing. I remember back in the day when Microsoft points were a thing. So, I know. So, I'm not immune to it either, but, you know, the human being's inability to understand things if they're not translated properly. So you've got a bunch of people who... You've got a game system that incentivizes those sort of bad behaviors with your fakey money. And then you go, how about we use fake money to buy fake money that you paid back?
Yeah. And like,
how about that?
And breaking
it's
it up
starting to sound more and more like a pyramid scheme.
But breaking it up into smaller and smaller transactions, people look at it and go, oh, I'm getting this whole thing, but look at I'm only paying this little bit per month. Fuck yeah, this is easy. I can do that again. Suddenly they got 5 or 6 of the same fucking thing running at once, and they're paying for all that shit every fucking month. Like,
well, I mean,
it's like
they actually
Afterpay
have
pay
a
doing.
tagline for it in the announcement thing, which is "Use now, pay gradually."
Really?
and I'll tell you what, I can almost guarantee if there's a single fucking payment, they'll have those Pinkertons knocking on the fucking door.
Oh yeah, just no, they won't be knocking. We know they'll shoot the lock off and kick it down. But I don't understand because I want to know what it's going to be if you miss a payment.
Oh yeah.
I want to know how bad the interest is going to be. Because I don't see it being a slap on the wrist of, oh, we'll get them next month, Tiger. It's going to be a, ha-ha, double.
It's not as though they go, our interest will be in fake money. Like, no.
Yeah.
No, you're going to have like a 40% fucking interest late payment that's then also going to compound onto the next fucking month.
Yeah.
Like,
someone's just going to turn up one day with Monopoly monies. I'm here to pay for my fake money with fake money. According to you, it is legal tender. Take it.
using 6 credit cards to pay each credit card off and just daisy chain around each month.
I can't wait for the first thing of fraud to come up with someone being arrested because someone stole their identity to get these transaction plans.
Yeah.
It's going to be like some kid who doesn't tell his parents.
Yeah.
Oh, it happens every day, yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's already a problem with kids inadvertently. I don't know if I can audibly air quote harder. Accidentally buying stuff from these stores with real money.
Yeah.
Now they don't even need the money.
No.
My favorite thing is when I used to work for a specific large corporation I will not name because they're very sue happy. But when I was working for them, it was right when all the apps were getting right into microtransactions. They were targeting them at kids. So like every day you'd have someone come through and say, oh, my kid spent like $5,000 on like this app. It's like, ha! Neat. You get 1 free redo. Then it's done. Maybe fix your shit. My favorite was a guy who got really, really angry at me for $10. And then
I
it's like,
remember that one.
all right, cool. Well, I'll refund it. Just want to let you know you only get 1. And I'll walk you through how to stop it from ever happening again. He's like, I don't need you to teach me anything. And disappeared, hung up on me. I'd already done the refund. He came back a week later. Kid had spent $2,000. Like, ah! I left a massive note on that file as well, saying if client calls back at any point in time, they have used their 1 free redo. He was not happy.
Almost waiting for the kid. My child's bought 12 months of Pornhub. Like, your child's an idiot. He paid for it. Ah!
Congrats, you're raising an actual idiot. Well done. Your child paid for free porn.
And even if it wasn't, Google's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But how long until that's fucking an installment plan?
Sure.
You've probably already got a fucking subscription on there. Or, like, everything's got a fucking subscription streaming service.
Yeah.
But not everything needs a fucking payment plan. Not everything needs a fucking subscription.
No.
Yeah.
Like, there's already fucking mobile apps where you pay a certain amount right now, and over the next 3 weeks, we'll credit you so many fucking dollary dues, whatever the fuck their currency is. Like, they're already trying to trickle out what you're actually getting, so they say you get this amount, but you get a little bit here and here and here, so you can't actually buy anything you want right now. You got to do it in 3 weeks' time, so you may as well buy the lump sum right now. And yeah. If anything, this is just fucking predatory and it needs to be shot in the face immediately.
Absolutely.
We always saw it as predatory, but they've taken the next step forward. Like, we're a step closer to everything being in the company store again. And I don't like where that's
genuinely surprised that it's not EA.
Yeah.
Actually, that is the biggest surprise of all.
Yeah, that's what I'm most surprised about with this. That it's not
But
available
at the same time,
in the latest FIFA game.
True.
But
at
wait
the
till
same time,
next year.
I'm also not surprised that it's Riot.
No.
Yeah.
No, that was it
Like,
was going
they
to be
have-
a close second, but I really thought EA
Well,
would
it's
have
either
gone
that
first.
or Blizzard. Like, they're the only three I can
Activision,
think
yeah.
of doing this shit. Yeah.
No, I'd have said Ubisoft would have thought about it too.
See, Ubisoft would have thought about it, but they still have at least one or two people in the boardroom who'd be like, guys, no, bad.
No, Ubisoft
There's
would need
one guy left with a rolled up newspaper. Like,
Ubisoft would need a game that people actually want to play at the moment.
I'm still
Shots
interested
fired.
in Mirage.
yeah, true.
It's not out yet, but I'm
No,
interested in it.
that's all
What was the one they
Give it a
brought out
month.
recently that wasn't great?
Wait till the next fucking gameplay or anyone gets to actually play a version of it, and it'll be busted as fuck. Like there was a beta of that X Defiant fucking COD Rainbow Six fucking wannabe game the other day, and I played it, I tried it. I can do more in other games. Like it's literally a
At this
clone.
point,
It was no incentive to
low-
play it.
the low score to beat currently is Redfall.
Oh yeah.
Like, everything,
that's-
things just
that's-
T-posing and sliding along, and just, like, you can't kill certain things. It's fucked. Like, it's on Game Pass. I'm going to play it just to watch this car crash of a game.
I'm so
Like,
depressed that it's this way. 'cause
I've
it's,
tried like loading that several times, and I got it to boot up to the character select screen once, out of like several times. But normally I can't get past the splash screen. It's quite fucking
You're doing better
frustrating.
than I can.
Like
I can't get the thing to launch at all.
with the way Redfall is, I'm like, and I'm really hopeful for fucking Starfield, but it's fucking waning. Looking at this, like, sure it might be a different studio under the umbrella, but god fucking damn.
Like, I'm enjoying the hell out of Jedi Survivor, but I'm not going to say it's a well-optimized game.
No. Like I haven't had too many issues with it. I've had to verify the files once when it first started, and I've got a NVIDIA card. The NVIDIA GeForce now keeps trying to set the specs that it reckons I should use, which is ray tracing and all the other bullshit, which slows it the fuck down. You look like fucking Gumby. Like doesn't appear to be any
I've had to turn
details.
all of that off to get anything
Yeah.
worth playing at this point. It's like, no, I don't want to deal with that.
I
Go
can
away.
run everything pretty smoothly on high graphics, but just by turning ray tracing off. And
Yeah.
I'm happy as fucking Larry with that. I enjoy the gameplay more than I enjoy the pretty fucking, like, the pretty world there. Though
yeah.
I am,
The world is very pretty.
I'm fucking loving a ginger protagonist, Aloy,
Right?
Aloy, and then fucking Cal. Holy fuck! Gingers are allowed to be part of
And they're
society,
actually done
and
No,
you can't
no soul,
change
no
it.
society.
You're
You know
only
this.
allowed to be a ginger. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. That's the thing I like the most. They've locked their hair color. It cannot be changed. Like, haha, I love
I've no
this.
doubt.
Although you could give him some dumb
Oh,
haircut.
fucking oath.
Oh, yeah, no, I found the mullet yesterday.
In a
it's
galaxy
so
far,
dumb.
far away, you can still have a fucking mullet. Oh,
Also, I found the poncho. It was amazing. The second I found the poncho, I sent a message to one of our friends angry. I'm like, haha, I found it.
like, he even mentions right at the fucking start of the game, like, you're not wearing the robes. He says, no, I'm more of a poncho guy. It's like, then where's your fucking poncho? Like, god fucking damn. And then to get the poncho is a bitch of a fucking fight. I've tried that thing several times and still haven't got through the fucking thing.
I lucked through that one and then got the poncho. Like, I don't know how I did this, but okay.
I found there's like where that fight is, if you look up, there's two fucking really heavy duty fucking enemies atop of a platform, and you can pull them both down, and if you pull them into the center of that fucking ring and spring the door, they drop down there. As soon as the bad guy hits them, they start fighting him. And then you just run around the outside. Like, I'll run away, you kill him, please kill him. And I'm still fucking died.
I've done that so many times. We're just like, the takeover power, I forgot I had it for a long time. Like, I'm sick of this. And then I found the upgrades. I'm like, I can take over B1s. Done. I want Roger Rogers.
Yeah. And being able to pick them up and then you shoot for them, you just hold them in front of the enemies like, okay, mow every motherfucker down. Ah!
Yeah. But no, I'm loving that game.
Yeah.
It's really well done. But it is not optimized at any point.
No.
No, it's not.
Like, I haven't had as many issues as others.
still,
Some people have had
better than
some
Redfall.
fucking atrocious issues with it. But
Oh, yeah.
For like a day and a half, I was almost ready to drop the whole game. Because I ran into a crash bug. And it was on the desert planet to the first planet you go to after the main hub world.
Yeah.
A cutscene tried to play and it crashed. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Load the game up again. Auto crashes straight again the minute the save loads. And I'm like, oh god, what the fuck is my save bricked? And I found a thing where it's like, I was going through the forums and I'm like, oh, here's one where they suggest, because there's actually 2 saves. It is actually doing a second autosave.
Yeah.
So it's not actually saving over one file.
Oh, thank fuck.
But it doesn't tell you that there's a second file. So I go into the save directory, delete the current file it's trying to load, so it's forced to use the second one, which only lost me like 10 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah.
Played through it and crashes at the same point. When I get to the same cutscene, I'm like, oh god, is something fucking wrong with this fucking game? I've played this game for like 12 hours at this point. I don't want to lose that much progress.
Yeah.
I could probably get it back in like 6, but all my wonder for the game is going to be gone. So I'm like, okay, I've got to fix this. Going through some more forums, and I'm like, you should try verifying your cache. Verify the cache. Oh, 4 corrupted files. Fix those. Try it again. Get past the cutscene.
Yeah.
Nice.
But for a little bit there, I was like that close to fucking being like, I'm done. I'm not playing this game until it's fixed.
I get lost in that game far too often because I fucking hate the holo map.
Oh yeah,
I don't
like
like
the
it.
details
It's
between
not a bad
levels just isn't enough.
Yeah.
You should like when you go into a cave and it shows the above the cave as part of in the cave. It's like, no, that's bullshit.
I'm in cave
Yeah.
now.
Though
I
I was in one particular cave running around and I ran against a wall and slipped into a crack that I didn't know was fucking there. And it's a whole fucking tunnel that leads all the way down to a little Easter egg. It's like, oh my fucking god, this is so freaking cool. And I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't played the game, but it's such a funny little thing to find in this whole fucking game. And then
There's actually
there are a few of them
there's been
around.
a few of those I've found. Though, like when I was going through the forest temple, it's the first temple you go to in the game. I remember running around and then just like brushing up against some foliage and then into a crack.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, okay.
I'm here now.
We're here now. Yeah.
What shit can I find
It's
behind
really
this
fun.
wall?
I love that.
And like the amount of
Like, every time I'm running around that game, it's like, I should be going this direction. Therefore, about face, run the opposite direction.
It's like first thing you do is turn around and check the wall behind you.
Yes.
And just the amount of secret little things in there, or lightsaber skins, or blaster skins, or just stuff everywhere. It's like, holy fuck.
My lightsaber looks like it's made of bones.
Yeah, fucking own.
Yes.
The hunter saber, like with a big fucking tooth hanging out the arse end, I was like, oh my god, this is fucking meaty. I'd love it if like some skins had like their own little animation, like with that, like you stab a draw with a fucking blade and then you ram the tooth into someone else. They'd be like, just fuck yeah. But
be great. I'm enjoying that game far too much. It's like, it's my evenings now. I'm just going to play that game.
I mean, it's everything I wanted from a sequel.
But
I'm not. I'll freely admit I'm not entirely sold on the hub worlds because I and it's a personal thing, and I understand this. I'm one of those people where it's like I want to do everything.
yeah.
And then this game's like, no. Go play some of our other levels and come back, and then you can do the thing.
I fucking hate.
Do it now.
I fucking hate backtracking.
I explore everything I can. Like, have I done everything I can possibly do? Okay, I'll fuck off now.
Though I am really enjoying the fast travel system. Like, oh no, I missed this thing. I can just jump straight back to almost right where it is. Thank fuck. Like, the first game didn't have that, and that really annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, although
I'm
I'm really
to like summon one of the bird things basically any time for getting around.
I'm really enjoying the cantina as well.
Yeah,
like,
the little side characters like Trogdor,
Yeah,
whatever
you
his
just
fucking
find
name
him
is, little
around.
frog bloke. Like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
you are going to be a pain
the
in
fact
the ass,
he's
but goddamn.
he's voiced by Zim.
Yeah.
It's Zim's voice, and I can't unhear.
Yeah, it is. No, it
but
is.
have you found the DJ Astromech?
Yes, I have.
I fucking love
Yeah.
him. He's great.
Or the little fisherman bloke, the Scuba Steve.
Yes. I love the story
Yeah.
he tells as well, because I keep finding him to get more fish. I'm like, this is really nice. I will happily sit here and listen to a fish man talk about fish.
There's something like I know it's a dumb thing, but being able to go into the cantina and then just turn on all the cameras for the fish tank and just watch fish.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like that.
Like, I've only found like four or five fish, and that fucking fish tank is
Same.
filthy. You're like, how do I clean this thing? This is
How do I clean
annoying.
the fish?
Yeah, like I think it's meant to be like the more fish you get, the cleaner it'll end up being. But mine is still pretty fucking
like,
dirty.
It says I've found 5 of 12. It's like I'm almost halfway, and this thing says filthy. Like, what the fuck? Like, give me a mini.
How do I
What side
fix?
quest do I have to do?
Give me a mini game where I get a fucking squeegee. I don't care.
Although it took me far too long to realize that when you see the fireflies around a plant, you have to
seeds.
lightsaber it to get the shit
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah, to get seeds.
So long I didn't realize where I was getting these seeds from. Like, where am I getting them from? And now I'm hunting. for
Yeah,
these
or you
fucking
run
fireflies.
past, it's like,
Every time
why
I
has that
saw
one
the-
got the green shit on it? Like, oh well, I'll keep fucking
I
running.
assumed it was some force thing
Yeah.
that I hadn't
Same.
gotten yet.
Yeah,
That's what I expected. Like, at some point, force grow the plant. But no.
yeah.
So,
No,
yeah, that was
it's
fun.
Saber.
Saber
need
fixes
to gently
everything.
trim this bush to get the seeds off it while I hack and fucking slash everything.
Although, I fucking love doing saber fights in grassland because you cut
yeah.
the grass and it
Yeah.
sets on
Yeah.
fire.
There's so many little things in that that I,
love this
fucking
game.
love.
It's so good.
Though
It's great.
I would like,
Wish it ran better.
yeah, fucking,
Yeah, that's the only issue I have.
I would like a little more droid dismemberment. Like, so many times you hit droids and it's just like a single slash through. Like, I want to be able to take off more limbs, or like, I'd love to be able to hit a fucking droid and take its legs off and the fucking thing keeps crawling at me. Like, just a little bit more life to it than that. Than just, it's a one hit, you're dead now. Okay, next.
What I want is terrain skins of some kind, because every so often you do something and you'll hit through a wall and nothing happens. Like, at least I think the old one had lightsaber scoring would appear for a short time.
Or if
But
you
that doesn't
if you
seem to
ran
be there
around
anymore.
with the blade out and you brushed that against a wall, it would leave a track on the wall, or leave it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be a thing anymore.
Which is like, it's still a lightsaber. It's still like, should still be cutting. Come on, man, give me something.
Yeah. Look, at the same time, I'll accept losing that for the better feel
Yeah.
of combat.
Oh yeah, the combat now is
That's what
absolute butter. It's silky fucking butter, and I love it.
Yeah, but it's silky fucking butter that feels like it hits like a sledgehammer.
Hmm.
They've perfectly figured out the way to move, the sounds to make, and the just ever so slight shake in the camera to make it feel like you just fucking ripped a dude.
The great thing I find is the background conversations that the character or the enemies have. Like, there's one where it's like a random B1 battle droid just on a cliff going, I really like this view. And he rants on for a bit, like, eventually I'll become a captain. I can order other people to guard the cliff. But then I won't get to see the cliff or the nice views. He'd jump up and kill him. And Cal's response is, yeah, problem solved. I was like, you're welcome. And so off he walks, like, that's amazing. If you let them run their course, Cal equips things when you kill them. And I find that great.
Some of those battle droids have fucking almost full esoteric meltdowns. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Why are we here? Who are we here? What is going on? Like, just a little band of back and forth.
I've heard that exact one from one of them. It's like, what's going on? It's like, we were told to come here by the general. It's like, ha! Right. And then that's the end of the conversation. Crisis averted.
I've heard them talk about how like they don't understand why they're supposed to listen to a general, but why are they listening to these raiders? Because they're generals now, okay? But I don't get it. And there were two super battle droids I've seen walking along a road talking about how fucking shit humans are.
Yeah. And I love the way that they talk. I concur. It just sounds so angry.
Yeah.
My other one was like the BX, the assassin droids around, and one was talking to a B1 battle droid. It's like, I like your gun. Where'd you get it? It's like, cease all inquiry. It's like, oh, okay.
Like normally, I actually like in all the so the main place where I've seen battle droids talking, of course, is Clone Wars, and generally in the Clone Wars TV show, I fucking despise how much they talk because it's not helpful. And because they're generally in a fight, it's like, this doesn't make any sense. But in this game, God, I love it. Every time I see battle droids and they're not alerted to me, I'm like, I'm going to skulk around and listen.
What have you got to say?
Like,
tell me something new.
Yeah. But long story short, good game. Better than Redfall.
At this point, it wouldn't be fucking hard to be Redfall.
I haven't personally played Redfall yet, but I'm not expecting a lot, and that depresses me so much, because Arcane used to be one of my studios where I was like, look man, they haven't done a shitty game yet. Now they have. Now I
Like,
don't
they
get
had to
say
have
that.
at least. They can't all be winners.
Like,
but, this one just
their
seems
previous
like
game,
bad.
Wolfenstein Youngblood, didn't
That wasn't. That was
was
Machine
it? I
Games.
thought it was them. Oh,
No, their last game was Deathloop.
which one was that? Oh, that
I
was
heard
the
Deathloop was good.
multiplayer time looping fucking one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I completely fucking forgot about that game. Shit, that made an impact. Hey,
most people did.
Well, because mostly Arcane these days is known for making Dishonored.
Yeah,
a game like Dishonored 2 came out how fucking long ago? Like, as great as that game is, that's like, you need to do something to sort of keep up. And if this is what you're going to do, maybe try again. Maybe not release a pre-alpha Kickstarter game.
but marketing said it had to go.
No,
well.
wait. You were right. They did do Youngblood.
Ha
Machine Games made the other Wolfensteins.
See, I know things.
So basically,
No, it was simply because Machine Games did New Order and New Colossus.
Because,
So
All can imagine
in my
those-
brain, it was like they must have done.
you know, because
they saw
Youngblood.
New Order and Colossus like hold the beer.
no,
we'll
because
show you how it's
Youngblood
done,
felt
like, tank
very
everything.
different to those other games.
Yeah. It was co-developed with Machine Games. I knew there was a reason I thought it was Machine Games. But yeah, they did
Co-developed.
some of the. Well, I don't know how much work
Yeah.
they did on it. They worked on it though, and that's not.
They turned up for a luncheon one day, therefore co-developed.
Just put my name on your homework.
Their previous game, their list, Arcane's list of titles are Atraxis Falls, which is an insane sim for when it was made. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, which, while a bit janky, actually had some incredibly interesting
Yeah.
tech in it. Dishonored, Dishonored 2, and Dishonored 2 was in 2016.
When, sorry? I lost you for half a second there.
2016.
Still a while ago, but yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Sure, a while ago. Then they did that the new Prey game, which was good as well. And then they did the Dishonored Death of the Outsider, which was okay. Then they did the Coast. Then they worked with Machine Games on Wolfenstein, then Deathloop, and now Redfall. And I'm sad.
Yeah.
'cause
I
I can't
I'd-
say that they've always.
I'd love
good,
you
but
to
weird.
say a bit more on what's going on with Redfall, but I haven't been able to play it yet. And
Yeah,
like,
same. Like,
I'm still downloading it.
from what I've seen, like, it's a game that's meant to be played co-op with no matchmaking. You have to play it with friends.
Yeah.
Which, this day and age, is a little stupid to me.
bit odd.
If you make a multiplayer game, it needs an LFG function.
It needs to be able to, like,
Like, no one likes pugging, but at the same time, you kind of need pugs
though,
occasionally.
also,
Yeah.
whoever's hosting the game is the only one who gets progress on their game.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah.
That's
weird.
just stupid.
Like, yeah. I don't.
I mean,
like that.
at this point, I'm just hoping that the new Armored Core game doesn't make it so the only developer left to me burns me as well.
I'm
FromSoft
waiting
hasn't
for
yet.
that to come out. It's on my.
FromSoft is still doing good.
Yeah, it's on my. Like, Steam
Fires of the
wishlist.
Rubicon better be good.
Oh fuck! I hope so. We can dream.
Like, I've got a whole stack of games on my fucking wish list of Steam, like 40-something games, and they're all coming soon or coming whatever. It's like, how many
Yeah,
of you will
numbers.
disappoint me thoroughly? Like, I'm looking forward to so many of you, but I'm going to be disappointed by quite a few
It's
of you.
like the drill sergeant in front of the squad. Look to your left. Look to your right. One among you will disappoint me greatly.
Most of you will disappoint greatly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
now it's more like Sergeant in front of an entire company. Look to your left. Look to your right. One of you might be any good.
One of you
Yeah.
will be good but unoptimized.
I mean, the thing is, though, like, next week, we're essentially going to do this whole process again because the new Zelda comes
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And by all accounts, it's amazing, but it is pushing the hell out of the
Oh yeah,
Switch.
like
Yeah. Like, the Switch is at the very edge of its function. It needs an upgrade.
Now
Yeah.
the Switch is at the same point the N64 was when Perfect Dark and Donkey Kong Country came out, where they had to be shipped with
Yeah.
the RAM expansion, and even that was being pushed.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Like, they made this console that you could access and change the RAM out. When the console was first launched, they knew that was not going to be enough RAM. and eventually they had
Yeah.
to release games where you were forced to increase it.
Well, the fact that it had a little
Yeah.
cover to pop off to put the RAM expansion in.
Well, no, and it wasn't
Yeah.
just to put the one in. You actually had to pop the old RAM chunk out to put the new
Oh,
one
yeah, yeah.
in.
Yeah.
They made it from the get-go that they knew this isn't going to be enough.
Yeah.
Like, why not make it with the more RAM at the fucking get-go?
Reasons.
I mean, the thing you gotta remember, like, the Switch came out in 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a while ago now. Like
It
you don't
is well
think
at
how
the
far-
point where it needs a Switch
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, like we got the Switch Lite, but that changed none of the
No.
hardware. That
And
was
they-
literally just a.
That was the OLED.
No, that
one,
was a
wasn't it?
separate
Yeah.
upgrade again. There's
Just
a
a-
Switch Lite which you can't put onto a TV. You can only run it as a handheld. And then
okay.
there was the
Yeah.
OLED version, which had a slightly better battery and an OLED screen, which burns in like a bitch. Because I've got one, and I've got a fucking burn-in of a health bar at the top right corner. It's annoying the fuck out of me.
Whoa. Yeah, no, fair. That sucks.
Yeah, it needs an update. It fucking has to. But I don't know how they're going to be able to update that to better hardware if they want to keep it as a handheld.
The only thing I can think of is you need to stop using the base station as just a cable
Yeah.
hookup.
Yeah, it needs to
And
be
you've
a separate
essentially-
upgrade kind of for tech,
And
essentially. Just
but
plug it into
for
an adapter.
that, they're almost gonna have to start running two versions of a game. So one that runs on the game if you want to run it as a handheld, if they're going to keep that functionality, and they'd be mad fucking not to. And then a separate version of the game that runs when it's plugged into the dock.
They already do that.
Not really. It's just
They
an
do it at a certain
expanded
point, like,
screen.
when
I
you-
thought.
No, they do. The Breath of the Wild was actually a good example of it. The game actually ran better in handheld mode because it wasn't trying to render as much. They actually
Yeah.
have different settings and different resolution stuff for various versions. It's dependent on the company making the game to optimize for this functionality. But the functionality is already there, and it has been used on
Well,
some games where they
fuck.
run vastly differently depending on whether it's docked or not.
Do that,
Yeah.
but better. Make it fucking
Yes.
worth fucking running, or like, right?
But that's where they need to make the dock have
Yeah,
something to
absolutely.
give.
Even if it's just sold as an add-on, like remember the old the Sega Mega Drive had the extender of the Mega CD.
Oh, that
plug
was
in. Yeah,
originally a Nintendo console. Yeah.
Yeah, basically you do that, but instead of selling the entire new Switch, it's like, right, you've got your Switch, all right, then plug it into this new dock that beefs the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
But-
basically just give it some graphic power and maybe some RAM extra in there, and bam,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah,
And then you've got something that's more upgradable, so you could probably extend the shelf life of the Switch, although you're still going to need a Switch 2 eventually,
oh yeah,
because even the handheld games are going to outstrip what
yeah.
it can do sooner or later.
they already are.
But it would help a lot to be able to be like, oh, you can get like a mid-cycle upgrade of the dock to give it more power. And
Yeah.
if you're at home running it on your TV,
Yeah.
there you go.
But please buy a new dock that's about the size of a graphics card that is not just a new graphics card. Please avoid the NVIDIA logo.
there's also one RAM stick in there.
Just because if you take the plastic shell off, you can take the 4090
and
out.
plug it into your PC does not mean it's a graphics card. And then instantly there'd be rumors. You know, if you plug this into your computer, you get to play Mario on your computer. Like, yeah, seriously, it comes with an emulator and all.
Oh god, the schoolyard rumors. My uncle works for Nintendo. Fuck it.
Here's how to get a Mew.
My cousin's friend, he knows this guy that works at Nintendo who once said,
God damn.
So, we've managed to completely diverge from any topic listing.
I didn't even know we fucking started on that.
They knew what they were getting into.
Anyway, so
Tangenetic.
fucking installment,
Something
fucking
shiny.
installment plans for fucking fake money.
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
No, we
How did we get here?
No, we finished that. We moved on to Redfall,
I
and
think
then
we
Redfall
mentioned
was like,
Redfall.
no, we're going to wax lyrically about Jedi Survivor for 15
Because we'd rather
minutes.
talk about a better fucking game, one we can actually play. Though unoptimized, we can play it.
Yes.
But there were other
so-
things we wanted to talk about.
That like, there's only like 2 things left here for us to actually talk about, so I'm kind of glad we vamped hard. So the other, back when we were going to do the shit stuff first, is that Discord's going to actually make people change their usernames.
Oh, yeah.
So, according to Discord, they're doing an update to the whole platform, and they want to make it easier for people to find their friends.
Bullshit.
So instead of using the unique number that they assign every new user to Discord, you're just going to have to try and get your username again, because now they're doing unique usernames.
So
If you don't get yours back, guess what? You got to get a whole new one. So you pretty much have to
put numbers behind your name anyway. But when they announce this happens, like, they either have to do it everywhere at the world at the same fucking time, because if they stagger this out, like, well, why do they get it? Now I've lost my fucking name. Like, that's going to be an absolute fucking shit show. And so...
I still don't understand why they're even bothering. It's worked perfectly fine.
Anyone who uses Discord is going to want to keep an eye out for when this fucking triggers, because if you've got a name that other people might want, you need to jump on this fucking quick. Because if I jump on and got Seth's name, they're not going to fucking go, oh no, sorry, we need to give it back to the bloke who had it. Like, he's got a lower number than you and he needs it. You've already got the fucking name. They're not going to change it.
Well, apparently, according to Discord, they are going to give priority to people.
But how do you give priority?
No.
If I get in, it's first in, best dressed, pretty much. Because what, are they going to make me hold and wait for a week before they can authorize the name?
Look, they haven't said. All I can tell you is that they're apparently prioritizing people with lower numbers. I
think by that they're mainly saying that the people with lower numbers are the people that have used this from the get-go and use it a lot. So they're more likely to know first, like, straight away, to change their fucking name. Like, to me, that's how that comes across. Like, they can't really give priority unless they start allocating this whole fucking thing from low numbers to high numbers. That could literally be the only way they could put this out there without it being a real fucking shit show.
Might be how they do it.
Yeah. Well, then
But either way,
well, then I'm over 2,000th in line for my fucking name. So what's the fucking point?
I'm over the 4,000.
So,
well, I mean, the dumb thing is, like, the stated reason is to make it easier to find your friends. Except that if you use the friend finder in Discord, you can just put their number in.
Yeah.
You've already given every user an easy-to-share identifier that makes them fast to find.
Number only displays when you're looking for the fucking thing. Like, you don't have your name as... You can give yourself a nickname in it. It makes no fucking difference. There's no need for this. Like,
it's so
I
dumb.
don't get it. It has to be something to do with their new... what's the system they keep pushing on us? Nitro.
Oh, yeah.
It has to be something with that.
We can guarantee you a name if you just pay for Nitro. Someone else says, I've lost my name. Oh, we don't know what happened. Now someone else has your name. Oh, too bad.
Such a shame. If you had Nitro...
If you had Nitro, you can insure your name. You can insure your name with Nitro from Nitro Theft.
No. I can see where this is going now.
But wait.
I don't like it.
There's more. For 3 easy payments at $39.95.
I will only accept this if it's Troy McClure who does the infomercial.
And we have to get a monorail.
I'm not gonna lie.
If we don't get a monorail, it's not fucking worth it.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, I think the guy who did the voice acting for Troy McClure is dead.
I think he might be at this point. Or at the very least, he's no longer, like, voice acting.
I'm fairly sure he died. That's why they stopped using him on The Simpsons, because Troy McClure was great.
I love Troy McClure. Same with Dr. Nick.
Hi, everybody.
They killed him off in the movie. I used to love the Dr. Nick stuff, and it's just like, Dr. Nick, where are the bodies? What a beautiful day. I think I'll go out the window. Fucking great character.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, OG Simpsons just had good characters.
Yes.
Yeah. I still, like, the fans of the old Simpsons have gone through and pinpointed the episode where things start to decline after it.
The Principal and the Pauper.
Is that the Armand Tanzarian one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently that is the last good episode.
Well, that's the episode that decided that stakes don't matter.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I agree with that, because I've tried watching this stuff after that episode, and there is a marked fall in quality.
At the same time, it's not, like, off a cliff. It's gradual.
But
then you look at anything to do with, like, current Simpsons, and it's like, no, this is...
Now every episode's a Halloween episode.
now it just feels like it's trying to be a little too meta and on point of news of the day. It's trying to be like, Simpsons now is trying to be what South Park was back in the fucking early 2000s.
Yeah.
Except South Park knew what it was doing.
It still fucking knows what it's doing for a lot of shit.
Yeah, it does.
The new series of South Park has been fun.
The last season was good. Although, I swear to God, those guys had to have been kicking themselves that 2 days after the last episode came out, fucking Trump got
I know.
impeached.
God fucking damn.
They would have been all over that. They'd have probably delayed an episode to do something about that if they could have.
Let's do another fucking season now. We'll do like a mid-season or a mid-break season.
Yeah.
3 episodes. That's it.
Oh, that'd be great. Just another special.
But, like, the other thing, like, you look at the way Simpsons used to use celebrities. They were just there for, like, quick bits, just to have some fun. The one I always remember is them getting Barry White in for the episode with Wacky Day.
Yes.
To just get him to do a slight remix of one of his songs to do with snakes. It's like, that's great. That's a great use of Barry White. And he's not part of the episode. He just is walking past the house and they're like...
Or the episode with Michael Jackson. Like, they don't even make it... Like, there's no character that...
He's not actually Michael Jackson.
He's just some other guy. No, I'm Michael. It's like, God damn, this is just fucking great.
Yeah. Like, that stuff was good. Now they're like, oh, we want to have Lady Gaga in. Oh, well, we've got to make the entire episode bend around the celebrity.
Yeah.
No, that's not how you do it.
No, I always loved the way that South Park dealt with celebrity guests. They'd make them, like, the weirdest shit in the background. Like, was it Mel Brooks? Or someone who's, like, a dog in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
He plays Stan's dog.
Or Super Mega Streisand.
Just make noises.
Mega Streisand. I love the fact they brought back Mega Streisand.
Yeah, for the You Can't Talk About Muhammad.
Yeah.
Where
they point out they'd already shown Muhammad as part of the Super Friends.
That was the one with what was his name? Fucking runs everywhere.
Boris Gump?
No. Jumped on the couch on Oprah.
Oh, Tom Cruise.
Oh, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise with the
Yeah.
Fudge Packer.
Oh, yes. It was the Fudge Packer, and what was it? They really like shitting on Tom Cruise. It was the Scientology episode when everyone was named John and Jane Doe in the credits. Ends with them screaming, "Sue us!" But I love the fact that everything to do with that one is just Tom Cruise just in the closet.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is in the closet again. Come out of the closet, Tom. No one will think any different of you.
Oh, hey. It's quite nice in here.
Yeah.
It's why I always liked South Park, because to them, no one was above being ridiculed. It doesn't matter how popular you were, they're gonna, like, rag some shit on you. Which is good. It makes my Australianness happy.
Yes, since we're a country of people who are like, oh, we got to tear everybody down to the same level. That's the only way this works.
It's true equality. Everyone sucks.
I mean, it's not that they suck. It's just like, we're not going to let you get a big enough head to float away.
Yeah, that is true.
We will be the rocks that hold you down.
This is why we need to start, like, Reality Check Incorporated and just, like, hire ourselves out to companies. Like, we're gonna do this! No! Smack.
But it would just be us with newspapers and spritzy bottles.
I'm okay with this. Like, that sounds like my dream
The
job.
spritzy bottles may be full of acid and bleach.
At the very least, they'd be
you gotta
spiked
mix it
with
up.
lemon juice every so often.
No,
Like, we go to EA one day.
You've got to have a selection of squishy bottles. So that they can...
How much of a dick have you been?
Depending on how bad the idea is.
all the way from distilled water to full blown fucking melt your face acid. Like, this feels like an acid job.
What? Why is Jerry's face melting? He proposed microtransactions within the microtransactions. We couldn't let them stand.
With payment installments. It's like, God fucking damn. But yeah, anyway, so
It was well
Discord.
deserved.
Make sure you get in quick to get your name. You can use A to Z, numbers 0 to 9, N underscore, and A period. Not too many periods, not too many underscores.
Not too many.
How am I
A single
supposed to-
period.
How am I meant to get XXX underscore Sephiroth 928 underscore XXX?
You have to cut one of those underscores, man. Shit, you can't do it.
You've got to like space them out a bit. You can't have that weird. Actually, I remember
you can't have a space, but you might have to swap one of those underscores for a point, and just try and jiggle it.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's going to end up.
That's when you start dipping into the weird extra alphabets from other languages to try and use their underscore, because the computer classifies it as subtly different.
Right up until you need to share your username with someone. Right, so you're going to go
Copy and paste
capital
only, bro.
A, capital B, ASCII 67973, capital 7.
Oh god, that'd be great. But how long before people start trying to like make a bunch of accounts to steal popular names and then try and
the
sell
instant
them
it comes out?
I mean, it already happens.
Like any popular Twitch streamer, they're gonna straight up be fucking sniped for it. Like, because most of them have already got their own fucking Discords or whatever. Any company that already has a fucking Discord channel, like pretty much every fucking games company, they make one for each new game that comes out. So they're all gonna get fucking sniped like a bitch.
I mean, like, all you have to do is look to web
Yeah,
domain.
fucking oath.
Oh yeah, fuck.
The amount of people who, like, I know there was a little thing, I don't think it ever really went anywhere, but I know, like, someone copyrighted, like, a bunch of the Final Fantasy ones, because, like, they keep making them. I'll just copyright some down the track, and they'll have to deal with me later.
There was, when Microsoft announced they were doing another console before the Xbox One X came out, there are a whole heap of people trying to guess the name of what the console would be, and people trying to snipe it, and one bloke chose Xbox One X because when you break it down, it pretty much spells Xbox. And yeah, he got he sniped it, and he ended up getting sued and had to give the fucking thing up because it was found that he only chose it because he was fucking trying to get a payday out of it. Whereas if he had actually used it for another purpose, like, or made his own website, then oh no, it's a legit reason they have to buy it from him now.
It's still a legit reason to sell it.
It's
like, as shitty as it is, it's still
it's a
legit
unique
reason
resource.
to
I just
buy
mined
a
the cut
thing.
before you got to it. And if anything,
exactly. It's not his fault.
why would you
guys
not
decide.
secure that before you announce the bastard?
Oh fuck yes!
Like really? Oh no, Microsoft.
Oh, like that fucking zombie game that's not real.
I fucking know. Yeah, that whole fucking thing is a joke. Oh, we're back in court again. We can't release anything. Like, yeah, because you've never got anything to release. This is a joke.
Yeah.
Do we want to move on to something that's actually kind of positive?
Wait, we have positive stuff?
Yeah,
Let's have something uplifting.
Did someone take a COVID test?
COVID, no. HIV, maybe.
So, Apple and Google are teaming up to combat AirTag stalking.
Thank fuck.
So,
Oh yeah.
essentially, they're trying to create within the sort of AirTag like products sphere a cross brand. So not just Apple, not just Google, like everyone, Samsung, everyone.
Yeah.
A cross-platform set of standards so that they can start combating this shit, because it has been really bad. People have been like sticking them in like the little thing that no one uses to hold your fuel cap when you fill up your gas, because no one does it. They put them on the top of the boot.
There's been people that have found people have 3D printed a little case for it and then pop rivet it under a car, like into the fucking like paneling of a car. Like, that's, you got to be fucking desperate to really fucking track someone to want to do that. Like, you got to be a real cunt.
Yeah.
Not even that though. Like, those designs are on Thingiverse for free.
And like the hardest thing to believe in all of this is Apple's willing to work with other people.
Yeah. Pretty much,
particularly
like,
Google.
Yeah.
Like,
No, this is all a ploy to get the Google high ups in the same room as the Apple execs, so they can fight it out and finally prove.
This is how you know
supremacy.
it's an actual problem, when Apple and Google are willing to come together on this before America's willing to say there's a problem with guns.
Yeah. Actually, you want to know why it's probably an issue for these guys? Because it directly affects them more than guns do.
Not really.
Because I'm guaranteeing at least
like,
one of
stalkers
them.
are buying AirTags left, right, and fucking center. They're making money.
Must have been like. Oh,
yeah, but they must have gotten enough bad press about it that they're like, all right, we're going to do something about it.
No,
How
I
much
reckon it
bad
actually
press do you
probably
need
happened
to
to one
fucking
of the.
say we need to do something about guns?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is you've got the NRA.
Yeah,
You don't
and they
have
spent a
Stalkers
lot.
Anonymous being like, air tags, leave them alone.
It's my constitutional right to buy air tags. It says so. it's my right to bear stalker
Have you heard
material.
the most recent stuff from all the whole? I'm a sovereign citizen. That doesn't mean shit, mate. They're trying it here in Australia as well. So I'm a sovereign citizen. I recognise your rules. Like, it doesn't matter if you recognise them or not. You're in our territory.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a great thing for them all to have done. To come together to actually figure something out to say, this is a problem, we need to do something about it.
Yeah.
Though,
Because it is fucked. Like, the fact that these things can be slipped on anything quite happily.
and fucking easy to hide. Like, they're, a 50-cent piece size? That's fucking not hard to slip in and near anything.
And, like, the original thing was, like, they have speakers on them, so they make noise. But you can pretty easily jump on eBay to find ones that have had that removed.
Oh, yeah.
And
so they're not even that expensive. They're probably cheaper than AirTags.
Yeah, like, I'm waiting for some, like, the Wish version of AirTags to say, we don't comply with this. But they only work within a 10-foot radius of the sensor.
That is true.
Yeah, but I mean, that's all you need. Like, if you were looking for someone and you needed to find them and you just knew that you'd put it in their bag, you could walk down hallways of an apartment building and find
That's
them.
fucking true.
Yeah. But it is, like, I agree with John Doe, the fact this is annoying that they're dealing with this before dealing with
There's a lot of other issues that need dealing with. I am fucking glad they're dealing with this. Yeah. This is an issue that needed dealing with.
Definitely.
But there's a lot of fucking big things that need to be dealt with.
Yeah, but
especially in the States.
I don't really think Apple's the one to be like, gun control.
No, annoyingly enough, if Apple or one of the big companies did it, people would actually listen.
Look,
that's the problem.
We're selling out...
They'll bring it the eye gun. It can't target children.
I'll tell you what, we're selling out our latest iPhone. You get a 50% discount if you hand in your gun.
Ooh.
There's one way to get rid of a fuckload of guns.
I mean, in Australia, we at least have the amnesty days where you can return a firearm with no repercussions. In case you found Uncle Johnny's, like, random gun that's been outlawed for 20 fucking years.
You get even a 5% discount if you register yourself as a gun owner or register your firearms. That's all it needs. And you get so many fucking more. But,
pretty much.
Constitution.
Look, we're idiots in another country and we don't get to have an opinion.
Other folks like, oh no, we fixed mass shootings. How? Well, we outlawed guns. It's like, oh, we can't do that. That's bad. Like, but it works really well.
Look, there's actually been, like, I have seen some stuff about how, like, Australia's solution to gun control wouldn't work in the States. A big part of it is also due to density of firearms in the States.
But it's only at that density now because it's taken so fucking long.
Oh, I know. But that's the problem. Like, a lot of people are like, but Australia did it. And it's like, yeah, we did. We also did it fucking ages ago. And even then, we still didn't have as big a gun problem as the States.
Like, it's the fact that you can buy armor-piercing rounds if you're a hunter in the US.
Because my deer wears a bulletproof vest.
Out there with bulletproof
it might be just standing behind a steel sheet. I need to hit that thing. Like, I need fully automatic weapons to shoot a deer. Like, how bad a shot are you, motherfucker?
Yeah, I was going to say, if you need a fully automatic weapon to shoot a deer, you shouldn't be hunting deer, mate.
I need a 50 cal to hunt rabbits. Like, what kind of rabbits do you have, motherfucker? Like, they may be dinosaurs. You are hunting mayflies.
I think the big thing about that though is, okay, so you're a hunter. Okay, you need this crazy shit to go hunting. Okay. What do we have in Australia? A 12-gauge shotgun, some kind of rifle, and a bow. And we hunt every animal in this country. And we're the fucking beta test for crazy animals.
Yeah, we really are. We are like the dumpster fire.
You need an automatic arm-piercing rifle to kill fucking animals.
All of Australia,
we don't.
You can buy, like, I've got a 70-pound bow, and I don't need a license for the cunt. I'm meant to go out and get a license if I want to hunt something. I've still got the fucking bow and the arrows, like...
Yeah.
Well, because you're allowed to train and go to an archery range.
You don't even need to be part of an archery range. Like...
No. The reason you can buy it without a license is because that's what you would do with it.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
The other issue we have is...
but, like, you can go to Victoria and buy a fucking crossbow. They're illegal everywhere else. It's a silent weapon. Like, it's near fucking silent and fucking deadly. But,
But to have them in anywhere else, I think you need a gun
no,
license.
you can't own them anywhere else.
Like,
But you can buy airsoft and gel blasters in Queensland, but you can't buy them anywhere else. Actually, no, you might be able to buy them in the ACT. Well, South Australia.
Yeah.
The other fucking half-intelligent state. Known for churches and serial killers. Yeah,
We say
Adelaide.
half. Yeah. The two often go hand in hand.
That's
let's
not
be
a
honest.
fucking coincidence those things are fucking known.
No.
But I think there needs to be a fucking an overhaul. Taken out of the state's hands, because New South Wales is the fucking nanny state in so many fucking things.
Every time I drive through New South Wales, I just keep getting speeding tickets because there's just cameras everywhere and they ping you if you go 1 kilometer over.
They did a trial where they removed all the signs before speeding cameras, and like the revenue they made like went up like almost 100% on what they did like any previous year. And they're going, this is a little too effective. Then the NRMA mob came in and said, you really need to put the signs back. Like, you need to start telling people that they need to slow down. Again, speed limits don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
You need to tell them to slow down. That's fucking bullshit. Like, if you'd been a dick and you're speeding, cop a fucking fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, for me, the issue is, like, when they tag you for, like, 1 kilometer over the speed, then it's like, come on! My speedo has, like, a margin of error of 3 kilometers.
Isn't there like a 5k margin of
If the
error?
copper
There
wants to
is,
be a dick, he will do you for it.
Yeah, which means that you then have to go to court
And they don't
try and push
list
back
it as 1k over. They list it 10 or under. They don't give a specific speed, just 10 or under. Because I've been done for that.
Yeah. If they want to be a dick, they can still get you for it.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, the cop's becoming a dick now, so...
That's like a requirement
pretty much.
for an enrollment. It's like, okay, how big of a dick can you be? We've got a perp in the room. You don't know what they're guilty of.
Yeah.
Have a go.
My grandfather was a copper, and apparently it was back when there used to be a height requirement for police. You had to be over like 5'10" or something to be a copper, because you had the loom of everyone else. Whereas now it's like, are you below this like height? Yeah. Okay. Do you have little man syndrome? We can work with that.
But it's not even that. Like, I worked in a club a number of years ago, and we had a patron who was being unruly, punching poke machines and smashing the place up. We called the coppers. I'd asked him to leave. I'd done everything I was supposed to do, and I'm not going to get fucking my head kicked in for some fuckwit. I don't get paid enough for that.
Yeah.
So I called the coppers, and half an hour later, a bundy wagon rolls up, and, like, I don't have a problem with female police, but 2 Sheilas that popped out that were, like, less than my shoulders and built like toothpicks are meant to come in here and do something about this massive Islander fella that I don't want to fucking stand in front of. Like, that isn't going to work. You needed to have sent someone who can deal with that. Like, they walked in there and he looked at them and said, I'm not dealing with these, you two, and walked out, punched the window out of the fucking cop car and just walked home. Like, those girls were going to do nothing. They either had to shoot him, or that was their only fucking option.
Or tase the shit out of him. Yeah, like, tasing that kind of person would just make them angry.
Paints a target on your face to get punched repeatedly.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it just recharges
Yeah. That's just a NOS button.
That's if they're on PCP.
It's
That
just
it
a
does.
fucking turbo. Like, there needs to be some fucking thought behind these things. But, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I really hate this because, like, I've had plenty of good
Absolutely.
interactions with
I've had
police.
plenty of
Same.
great ones, but there's plenty of fucking bad ones too.
Yeah, no,
But
absolutely.
at the very least, we're very less likely to get shot at a fucking getting pulled over.
That is true.
Because there's not as many fucking guns.
Yeah. And our children can go to school with only the fear of bullying, not being
We
shot.
don't have to buy a preschool backpack that can double as a Kevlar vest.
Oh, the fact they exist is horrifying.
Oh,
Actually, no.
The fact
Who
that
was it
they've
that linked
redesigned
the
schools-
ad to us? The back to school.
oh
ad?
yeah.
Oh, that fucking thing.
Oh, that was a slow burn ad.
The fact that they have started redesigning schools in the States to allow for hiding corners so
Yeah.
that people
Yeah.
can get out of the line of fire.
No straight hallways. All hallways are curved or fucking zigzagged.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
If you're having to redesign a school around making like hiding points, maybe just deal with the actual problem
like,
at this point.
This point, they're not even dealing with symptoms. They're literally trying to put a Band-Aid over a missing limb, saying it's fine.
The other issue is, every time they make a change like this, who are the people who are participating in drills every fucking week? The people who are about to go and shoot the place up. They know how it works. They're not going to suddenly forget, like, oh yes, no, there's no corners for
There's
the
a
hide
locked
in.
door. There's
They will
no
now
one
know
behind
exactly
that
where
classroom
to
that
shoot.
should be full.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I know how to get around this precaution. I've done it every day. It's like, that's bad.
I mean, like I've seen some stuff from I don't actually know which gun advocacy group it is, but they've been like going on about recently about how Ohio has the lowest number of school shootings. They have also heavily pointed out that, like, Ohio itself, not this group, that every teacher is armed. And so they have decided that that's why there's no shootings in Ohio. Because if anyone tried to shoot at the school, a teacher would be forced
Someone
to
who's
shoot
paid
someone.
less than fucking minimum wage is going to put their life on the fucking line. And I don't know, like, how you lot went through school, but if we had a temp teacher, she would have shot us immediately. Like, we were not kind to a temp teacher or any fucking teachers.
Ignore that. Simply think about it this way. I wouldn't have necessarily... Not going to say there weren't any, and I probably met a few that might have. But most people who are in a teaching profession probably aren't the kind of person who would handle murdering someone super well.
And, like...
Not at all.
If I was so inclined, 15-year-old me would have taken out several of the fucking teachers at my school. Like, a lot of them were old ducks or, like, just sheer body mass. Like, I played football at the time. I was fucking well built. It wouldn't be hard to almost walk straight over the top of half the middle-aged teachers that don't even fucking hardly even walk between classrooms, let alone fucking run a field. Like, if you want to get a gun, take fucking teachers. Like, that's just stupid.
If you want to be sad about things, on TikTok there was a bunch of teachers got in a lot of trouble in the US for showing the contents of the white bucket. In certain states, they were issued a white bucket which has all the precautionary things for a school shooting. And a teacher goes through every item with his class. And at one point he's like, this is to distract you whilst you're all being killed. Because at this point, there's no helping us. Like, he was blunt about it. And the kids are like, fuck, that's horrible. Like, yeah, you think that's bad. I have to put myself between you and the guy first. So you have to watch me die. It's like, what the fuck?
And then they fire a fucking principal for showing him, like, the statue of David. God damn.
Yeah, fuck. Oh. No, we can happily teach our kids that, you know, these guys that, at any time someone could come through those doors and start shooting. You can't see a man's dick. Nah, none of that.
God fucking damn.
That's why I'm really glad I don't live in America. Like, we get healthcare and we don't get shot. They go really well together.
And thankfully we don't need one to take care of the other. Yay.
Yeah. That's the fucked up thing. You'd think with all those guns they would at least invest in some decent healthcare. Nah. Other way.
No, they need to invest in insurance to get semi-decent payment plans.
Actually, oh god, I'm just thinking there has to be some insurance mob out there selling insurance for kids.
Probably.
Who do you think...
We'll pay you double if they die in a school
Who do you
shoot.
think is paying, like, supplying Kevlar backpacks?
Yeah, true.
Well, I feel like we better get
we're well out of the fucking tangent
dive
here.
any further down there.
I think now
we got distracted.
Edging rant territory, not so much tangent.
A tangent. Yeah.
God, like, I honestly wish I had a, like, positive thing, but I don't have anything other than if you want to shit on Twitter a little bit because of the blue check system allowing them to upload movies.
That's play stupid games.
Right, so to try and wrap things up, not on the school shooting discussion.
Just in case we had to cut some content out.
The whole Super Mario Bros. Movie recently got uploaded to Twitter. This is an ongoing thing from people abusing the blue checkmark system, which allows you to upload 1 hour chunks or 2 gigs worth of video files. So they're able to upload the entire Mario Bros. Movie in 2 posts.
Yeah.
This is, like, there's a bunch of these that have happened where people have uploaded them to Twitter, and Twitter's not really stopping them. Well, they're taking them down, but there's nothing to stop it happening again.
No. So
Because, Muskie's not doing a good job.
He's never done a good job. Like,
Has he ever done a job?
probably not. I can't imagine him working at all. I really hope that he's on the first trip to Mars and that one is one that explodes. Like, are you okay with that?
I genuinely hope he names that one Challenger. Just for shits and giggles. Pay homage.
I know he would too.
They're actually being investigated over that.
Yeah, because it
rocket
didn't
explosion.
explode fast
That's
enough. They triggered it, and it took way too long for it to actually detonate.
No, it's actually to do with the potential. So they launched a rocket, and it went up, and it exploded. It didn't come back down like it was supposed to. But they're being investigated for like unethical practices and things to do, and unsafe practices to do with it. And it's just like, ooh, this could actually be dangerous, because if you get found in fault, you might lose your NASA contract, which is literally the only thing keeping SpaceX alive.
But they were there's meant to be 2 charges that detonate 2 fuel tanks, and they detonated both of them, but neither of them ignited the fuel. It just punched a hole in it, so the fuel spewed out the side, and it wasn't until it actually got to a low enough pressure that it oxidized enough that it ignited, that it actually fully detonated. Almost 30 seconds after they tried to detonate the fucking thing. So if they do that close enough to the ground, that thing's hitting the ground, and then it's detonating.
Yeah. After spewing half the countryside in very flammable fuel.
Yeah.
Thanks, boss. Right, so before we head off in some other tangent we'll talk about for the next 30 minutes, I think we better wrap things up.
Probably a good idea.
As always, Dan, glad to have you
glad to
back.
be back.
Hope ever. Well, we hope we won't lose you for a long time again.
Night shift should be done. I should be back into it by now. Yeah.
Brilliant. All right, guys. Catch you next time.
Have a good
See
one.
ya.